Yes. So we want to see what is SEO, and SEO in full is search engine optimization, whereby you optimize your website to be searchable on Google. It will be practical using localhost, but you can't search anything that is local on your website because it is local. You only access it on the browser via localhost. That's why we use localhost. But now if it was a domain that is online, you could search the name and the contents of the website to see if they are really optimized. For instance, we can open a new tab here. We want to search KRA, so you write just KRA. So you write KRA only. So because KRA is optimized, you can see the first website that opens is KRA, which is the official website of KRA. And you can see the pages that are popping up from the website. So this means that the website is optimized, and it is optimized by a professional, and that's why it is appearing like this. So any website, even if, for instance, this famous institution, their websites are always optimized because they depend on the website to get their business. So example one is KRA, another one is eCitizen. You just search eCitizen. The first website that opens is for eCitizen. There is no doubt about eCitizen, accounts.ecitizen.go. Another one you can say Teams. When you search Teams, the first website is usually for NTSA and is always the first one because these websites get a lot of traffic. They must be optimized so that they can serve people the best. And I see they have a counter here to see the number of times people are able to visit. It is how many times? This is 93 what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 9 billion times Teams has been visited. So that is a website that has a lot of traffic, a very good traffic, because I think every Kenyans, you must use Teams. There's no alternative. So that explains why it has a lot of traffic. And another thing, you don't visit it at once. You can visit it on your phone, mobile, computer. It will count those as different times because these are different devices accessing this system. So now we are here now. So how can we make now our website? After, of course, after you develop, if you want to move it online like this, you can buy a domain, get a hosting, and you can move your website online. So for the best services on domain and hosting, I know somewhere where you can get them at a cheaper price, and also a customer 24/7 customer support. So if you ever feel a need to buy one, just tell me, I will help. So now we want to come to dashboard. There's a plugin we want to install. The plugin will enable us to work with website optimization easily. It is just it is like a marking scheme whereby you cross-check to see if you are correct. So we need a plugin like that so that it can help us know if we are on the right track. We can do it without a plugin. The plugin just gives us the metrics and the results to see if we can improve or we can keep the optimization the way it is. So that's why we usually like to install one of the most famous plugin, SEO plugin. There are two which are more famous. One is called the Yoast SEO. We will see about it here, even though it's not the plugin that I'm targeting. So you search add new, then on the search plugins here we can search for Yoast. It is called Yoast SEO plugin. So you can see the first plugin that is popping up here is called Yoast SEO. This is a freemium plugin whereby it has a free version and also a premium version of it. When I was getting introduced to SEO, I used Yoast SEO as my main plugin until I came across a very simple plugin which serves the same purpose of SEO and surpasses the capacity of the Yoast SEO. The great thing with the rank math, with the plugin that I intend to install, which is called rank math, is it has a lot of features that would be otherwise paid in a Yoast SEO plugin. So you see these, not many people know it because, as I said, I also started with the Yoast SEO until a friend suggested that I should be using rank math, which has better features at the free package. So this plugin, according to me, it has helped me optimize and rank a lot of websites. So I'm not using it only for demonstrating. It has given me real results. And one of the how to test if the keywords you have been targeting are working is to use what is called keywords. So for instance, here I will show you how I was able to optimize some of websites, others being mine. So we'll come here, we will start. So there's a particular theme, keyword that I tend to rank better. So when you search this particular keyword, I tend to be in a better position and in the first position on this. So this is my website. It is using a subdomain, but I own this website. So it is on top on that keyword. And it is also, and also I have other keywords which are not on top, but they are trying. So you can see something like, I think something like Facebook, ads agents. Let's try this. I don't know which position, but last I checked, I wasn't doing bad. Yes, I'm on first page on one of my site. Maybe I can. So that is how you can. So I've achieved most of these results using rank math. So it's a very helpful plugin that can help you achieve a lot. You know what you are doing. Because SEO is a different skill apart from web design, even though it requires you to know web design. So now in our case, we will, because I'm interested to work with this particular plugin, I will come and install it. So normally for any plugin you want, the process is usually the same. Search for it, install, activate, and use. I've heard over time that people also use this particular plugin. I don't have experience using it, but I will show you how to use a plugin that I've used it over time to generate traffic to my website. So in some cases, you'll find a theme plugin installation takes some time. You don't have to worry. It sometimes accesses the internet. So the internet might be the issue in some cases. So once you install, you activate. So now it has activated. Because I'm working offline, there's no need to connect to an account. But if I was online, this is what I will do. Connect your account. It will ask for the Google email that you use to verify your website. So you can use it. So let's go with Google. I will use one of my email. So since it has accepted to use this particular email, I will go ahead and activate it. So this is what you would do. But if I just wanted to work with it without connecting my email, you just click skip. There was an option to skip. See, for instance, here we have like an error. It's all visuals above too. And this is PHP GND. So you find there will be some errors which you can't solve. See, there's no next button here because of this error. So the best way is to return to the dashboard if this happens. This usually happens when you are working offline, like in our case, when you are using localhost. It doesn't happen. I've used it several times. It doesn't happen when you use uh, an online server, an online domain. But once we have activated, we can use it to full potential, the plugin. The setup doesn't matter because it is a particular software whereby they have made it easier. Even if you don't proceed with the activation, you can just use it as if you have just activated it. Yes, because we were heading to the full activation, so we could have still have been able to tick these tools, whereby we can just do it right here. So the installation usually takes you from one step. Do you want to do this? Do you want to do this? Link counter is ticked. So these are all additional tools that you get on a free package of this particular plugin. You see, they're only doing pro for only one tool, unlike Yoast SEO, whereby almost everything is on pro package. When you are using a free account, you will not get you can't get ahead using the Yoast SEO free version unless you subscribe for the premium one. But once you use this plugin, you can even optimize international websites, things like Amazon, Walmart, Alibaba. This one can help you a lot. But the main thing is this is usually for WordPress theme. I don't know if they have an API for if your code is based on PHP or you are writing your code from scratch. But of course, these softwares, all of them have API. API is in full is application interface. Instead of writing it from scratch, we just reuse the way we are using. So plugin is just the same as API or third-party software that you do not create, but you can use it in your own platform. So in our case, things like for monitor, you will get to understand them when you dive deep into SEO. So for now, you want to start simple. You want to see how you can optimize something like a page. So to optimize a page, because the plugin is already activated, we open pages. Now on pages, after you have activated this plugin, you can see it always on the left margin here, it is called rank math. All these tools are active now. Even though we did not go through the whole setup, they are still active, like we just did that process. So you can see now SEO details not available because there's now a new column for SEO details, but it is not available because we have not started optimizing them yet, these pages. So that's why we are here to do. So now we will start with this page. So you can do either a normal edit or edit with Elementor. Both are still okay. Let's try with edit. So now in this particular case, you don't have to worry what is inside this content. It is good to worry about it, but not so much, because for a page, there's not much space for you to optimize it as you might want, because it is not like a post whereby a post has a lot of words. Like you see, these are only 2 words about us. But if it was a post is something like an article. So I might use the word post. So don't get confused. It is the same as an article. Like the articles you just read online from website like Tuko or Nation Africa. So in this case, the title of our page is called About Us. So now we have a space on the right side, which is called Rank Math. You just click it. So once you click it, you can see the way your page will appear if it was searched online. But don't forget, you can't search it online on Google. You can't come here to Google and type you want to see your localhost website. So you type localhost, then you say WordPress as a name. You see, this is something like there's a website called that, but not your own website. So it is not the same. And like whereby you are searching something like KRA, you know they have a website that exists. So you will find just it here, but for your case, you can't find it. Reason, we are working offline, but the application is the same. So now here we have About Us. It will show you the way it will appear. This is a preview. This is how it would appear if it was on a search engine.
We can't see what you're.
You can see my screen.
Or I can't see what you're talking about.
Who else cannot see what I'm sharing? I've opened About Us page. You can't see. Crispo, you said?
Yes, I can see.
Oh. Okay, so which page are you able to see right now? As of now, which one are you currently viewing? What is it written?
We're just seeing your identity.kenya. So no page is shared. No screen is shared.
It was like that all time?
From about maybe 2-3 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
But what can be the problem? Because from my side, I can see it.
Because it was telling me it is sharing. So let me try again. Maybe we can't blame anyone for not seeing. So let's try to reshare again, and you let me know if you can see it.
We can see now. I can see now.
Okay. Chris, Paul too?
I can see too. Yes.
Okay. Sometimes Zoom transitions, it can remain on a particular page. So it's good to say. So thank you. So now, as I was saying, this is a preview of how your website would look like if it was searched online, like on a search engine like Yahoo, Bing, or Google. This is how it would appear. This is Learn Web Development is the site title or my website title. About Us is the page title that we can see here. And now on the bottom, we start now the process of SEO optimization. You see, it tells you when it is X, it tells you that you have not achieved that milestone yet, and you need to achieve it so that it can allow, it can give you a tick, and your marks will move from 4 to the next figure, which should make it worth for achieving this particular milestone. So now we start. The most important part is the focus keyword. How do you determine a focus keyword? So you just choose a particular word which is available in your title and also available in your content. And this title makes sense. You can say it is like the subject topic of that particular page or that particular article. So in this case, it is just about us. So I can just write about, because people can just Google about. They can say about learn web development as if there was a better site title, maybe like a company name, you can say about KRA, about Teams. So it will open the About Us page of that particular website. So now if I put about instead of the whole name About Us, because I just want to keep things simple. So I put the word about only, because the about is available in my title. So don't put something that is not available in your title. You will not achieve any marks here. Sure, you write something that is in your title. Something in your title will enable you to make your content searchable when you are using, when it is searchable when searched online. So now you see, by just putting About Us, so the best way to write it, you just write about and you click enter in your keyboard. So now I've moved from 4 to 54, and the fact that it is not indicated as a red in red color, it means this is not bad, and leaving my page to that level is not bad too. So now you see we have gotten some marks on the basic SEO. We have only 2 errors. You can close this. You can also expand. So it says content is these 72 words. So remember we made an About Us page, which you should see it here. So let me open a new tab so that we can view the whole content. So I'm talking about this home page, About Us page. So it has this content, and on this content explains to the website visitors about this particular school behind this website. So now we are here to make this page more searchable and make people find it better by optimizing it. So now you can see certain things here, like on the additional, you can see focus is already found on the subheadings. Subheading is this one, this About Us. The website page, the page title is this one, this About Us that is above here. So these are not the same. Another thing, it is telling you if you want to improve marks, you can add an image with a focus keyword on it. So this is an About Us page. So the best way with this plugin, you just do what it is telling you. So add image with focus keyword as alt text or alternative text. Alternative text is whereby when your page doesn't load, the text that you written on the alt text is the one that loads. So now I want to come here to page, to settings. I want to see this featured image section so that I can add a page, an image. So I'll choose image like this, and on the alt text or alternative text, I will write about us, which is part of my SEO title, and also heading on my website, and also part of the focus keyword that I'm targeting. So once I write it like that, I don't have to put a comma, but of course you can add other keywords if you want to reuse this particular image. So I just write about us, then I set featured image. So now keep in mind that I had 54. I should be able to move, and now I've moved to 57 by just adding that particular text. I did not improve marks because of the image. I improved because I added that alternative text with our focus keyword in there. You see the focus keyword is about. So I wrote it as about us, but of course about is the particular keyword that we want. Then now we continue to explore. What else can we improve? Keyword is low, 0.27, which is low. We can add it in multiple areas because this is a page which follows a certain order. You don't have to do everything that is telling you here. You can do that to a post, to an article that you are writing. But some other changes, you'll have to leave them the way they are. So for instance, like linking to external resources means that when you're on this website, this particular page, it is telling you maybe you can take a word like this and highlight it and put a link there. And this link will, when people click it, it will take them to another website, which is not yours. So that one is called external resources, or what we call external links. Now instead, when you take a word like this and you highlight it and you put a link here, when the link reads maybe something like contact us, when people click it, they will be taken to the contact us inside your website. So that one now is called internal linking. Internal linking or internal resources. So now this is a page, as I said, so we don't have to put the links inside our page. We just want to keep our page simple and straightforward. So I will ignore this, but if it was a post, I must link to external resources. The reason is a page should be just straightforward. You don't want to put links here that you don't own. And this is about us page of your own website. So it is like you are advertising other people inside your website page. But if it was on an article, we write articles for people to gather knowledge. You can write it there. You can put the link there. So get the difference. It might seem confusing, but you will see why. It's like coming to the KRA website, and when you open the home, instead of seeing the KRA resources and services, you start seeing, oh, there's a link to apply jobs. There's a link to apply for maybe something like a passport, and this passport is being handled by another website owned by some other organization. So it's usually good to keep it straightforward. If your mic is on, please turn it off. So now I'm satisfied with the 57 for a page. If it was a post, I would aim to achieve 80 over 100, but this is pretty okay. There's nothing more you can do to this page. So this is called page optimization. There is page optimization. When we came here, we added a page. We added an image. This is called image optimization because Google crawlers or spiders or Google bots that you take a website word and interpret it to determine what type of content you are writing. they cannot read this particular image. They cannot see. This is just an image to them, but this image doesn't make sense. It's like when you are blind, you can't see anything. So it's just like that. You can't see anything. So Google bots cannot see this image. What they can interpret is the about us message here. I mean the text. So if you have any image, just change it on the alt text. The title doesn't matter, even though it's also good to keep it relevant. But the title here doesn't matter for the image, because what Google bots or crawlers see is the alternative text. I can show you an example. When we search for KRA, when we come to images, we will see these images. Once we try to download, they must have a KRA word somewhere. That is how Google bots are able to determine these are images belonging to KRA, so that they can align them to KRA and not any other organization. So we start with this to test if we can see the alternative text on you might see the title, but it can also be interpreted as an alternative text. But let's see if we can see it. I click the image. So the best way, there might be other ways to do it, but you just try to download it, save it, because it will tell you save image as. So you will see it is download here. It seems like even though I know this is not the real name, but it is interpreted like this because we are trying to download. And let's try another image like this. So the file name can be different from the alternative text. For instance, if I would have left this image without changing the title, when people download, they search anything about us, and they find this particular image, they won't see the alternative text because this is like on the back end. What they will see is the title. So initially it was a screenshot. It's something like a screenshot to image, something like that. So that would be the name that they would see, not the alternative text. So alternative text is used by Google bots to interpret your images. So you can just search any image. You can just use keyword here to search, and you will see images popping up on the same because they have been optimized. So now anything you do, you must update. If you forget to update, you'll have done yourself bad because you lose your work. The best way it reminds you that you did not save when you are trying to exit. So we want to refresh this. You will see SEO details with 57 here over 100. So now we can, this is not part of the page I own. So I will delete this. So now let's see this blog. So the first thing I did is edit. So for now I can do, this is the page. You can't edit because the work of the blog is like a tank. Just put the post or articles inside. You can't write anything into it. It will be unreadable. For instance, you see in our website, I can click news. News is the same as blog. The original is blog, but on the front end, I named it as blog, as news, so that I can read news here. So you can see it here. It is used to store posts on articles like this. For instance, this is a generic article that I found when I was installing this particular demo. So this is a post. So you can see content of a blog by itself, the way we see content of about us. And we can make any page to take post. It is not done that by default. I don't know if we ever did that, but there are two ways you can do it. So let's finish this, then we can see how to make it by default the post page. So this particular page, we want to optimize it just a little bit for search engines. Whatever text I read here, I know it will not be readable because this page is just for displaying posts, not for showing anything inside the page itself. So here I just want to write best blog to learn about web development. So now I will use the word blog as my keyword here because it is available in my title and also my small content here. So I'll just write blog here. Then I click enter. So now it has given me 76 because of what? My content is very small and my keywords are enough for that particular content. But if your content is so long and you are using keyword that is not available in most of the paragraphs, then it will award you small marks, like we saw for the case of the About Us page. So here you only see this is the only content. So having one keyword here is enough and very satisfactory for this particular paragraph to award us 76, which is good because we have few errors. Add image with your focus keyword. So we can add an image, and because this is a post page, there's no need to add those. So you just update, don't have to do anything else. For page optimization, it's not a lot of work unless that page contains like a large extent of a content. But if it doesn't have a lot of content, just use the keyword that is available on your title, then you will be good to go. So now this is done. There's nothing else to do there. So this is 76. Now I can just come to courses. I just use the word courses there because I want people, when they search courses, I'm targeting courses. So also when you are naming your website pages, ensure you name them in the correct manner so that don't just give your page any name because people don't just Google any name. They follow a particular order of names. So courses, people can search web design courses, web development courses, SEO courses. So having a courses as a keyword is a good practice. You can use either course or courses. The effect will be the same because at least you are using part of that word. But of course, it must be a full word. You can't come here and just write core only without the SE. It won't make sense. So write something that also makes sense. So I just want to update by just adding the focus keyword there. Nothing else I want to do. So for page optimization, you will find it is very easy. It's just like adding a keyword for every page. You don't have to touch anything else. So here is contact, which should be for contactors. So I just come here, click these marks, then I just write here contact. Then hit enter, then update. Whatever marks they give me, I know they will be above 50 because the keyword I'm using is part of the title. I'll just go with it. So they should be updating. It's only that I'm going back. So the homepage is also very important. And anyone can have a homepage inside their website. So the best way is to rename your homepage. Now, as I said, some things also requires you to have been using these softwares a lot so that you know how it behaves. Because no one can search homepage of KRA or anything. They just search KRA. So it's also good to write service that you offer in your page title. So in this case, what I can do, I can remove this name I'm not deleting the homepage, but I'm removing this name. I'm replacing it with words that make sense to my website. So learn web development. I can also separate it using this particular symbol. Will forgive me, I don't know its name. Where is it? It should be this one. So I just write web design course. Web developer. So I'm just using this like a comma to just separate it. There's no particular importance of it here.
Hold a pipe. Hold a pipe.
So you can also give it a space if you want. So now this will be my new title. So watch what happens. Watch this very carefully so that you don't make a mistake. You see, this is a very long title for a page. So just know that this will appear inside your page and you must avoid it. And I'll show you how to avoid it. So you see the title has the word web development, and also on the content it has web development. So my work now is easier, just to populate the right keyword, web development. So now you can see I have 86. This is a very big marks. And if your page achieves this, you are lucky because it means you are using the most appropriate keyword. So for this, in this case, I'll just update. But now I'll show you how to change the title so that all this title does not appear inside your website. But when people Google it or they search it, this is what they will see. They will not see anything like homepage here or HOME. No, they will see this name, and it will help you because you are using keywords inside your site title. So it will also make your website improve. So now I can go back, then I can visit my website. I think I should use another tab so that I have two working tabs. So let's check the home page, how it is. So you see now my new page title is called Learn Web Development instead of it being just home. So how can I do this without replacing the name in my real page? So what you can do, beside this area is a menu section where pages are stored. So now while we are here, just come to appearance, menus. You can even reach menus in this section. It is the same thing. So now here, the homepage name was changed when we changed this name. This will be the original name of this page because we did it on the page section here. So what I will do here, because this is the navigation label, this is what people can see. Doesn't mean this is the real name of this page. So here I'll just remove all this and I'll just call it home, like the original page. You see, for the label is what people see. But the original name is Learn Web Development. So in this case, when people search for anything related to web development, this is what will show up on the browser. They will not see home. They only see home when they come to the website. Meanwhile, this is something that might sound complicated, but as you continue to learn web development, you see the importance of it. Now it might not make sense. Now when we go to our website and refresh, now we will see the home page. We will see the word home here. You see now it is home, originally home. But when you go to pages, even though you know that is your home page, it is not written now as home. You can change the real name on the menus to confuse it, but the real page remains. as learn web development instead of home. So we only change the front page where people can see that particular name, but the link that is linking to that is pointing to this. So we can say that's it for the pages. The order is usually the same for these pages. So for portfolio, I also write the word portfolio on it. So I write portfolio here, portfolio. So it is currently empty. That's why I'm able to get only 47. But if you write more decent content, it can show up better. So now, after you update, you just go back, continue with the next page, like that. So if you know how to optimize just one page, the order is usually the same. You are just replicating whatever you did on the first page. So I'm deleting inappropriate, or I mean pages that are not being used, so that I remain with only important pages. So like this FAQ, I don't need it, I can trash it. Now I'll remain with 6 pages which are well optimized, and these are pages that I need. And these are also pages that are available on my website. You can see them. There are only 6. So there's no need of having more than 6 here without using them. They will just drag my SEO down. And if it's the page that you are not using, ensure you delete it, because when Google optimize your website and they rank it, it will mislead your traffic. Because let's say I deleted a page called practice area for law firm. Now, if I could leave it here, it would be getting traffic, but for what need? For what purpose will it help me? Because I'm not in that industry, and by having that page here, and the page did not have any content, it will just be empty, people clicking and going away. And Google will think, oh, this page is not important to these people. So they will now downgrade your website, because people are not staying on that website for long. Ensure you write good content, your page are well written, so that people can just get fascinated by the design, and they can remain on your website for a minute or so. So as I said, SEO is very broad, very broad. It is a complete course and a complete industry. It is its own career. It has its own career path. You can become an SEO expert. Your work is just to optimize websites. So the best way when you start by learning web development, it becomes easy for you, because you know what you are working with. When SEO tells you need to add an heading, you're not confused what is heading. When it tells you your site title is not having the right things, you're not confused what is that. So better for you. You have this knowledge. So it's very easy for you now to work with this SEO. So now I understand that Wednesday will be a public holiday. So we will not be having class. What I can urge you is go through the recordings that we have again. Ensure you are in the best place in web development as of now, so that you can be able to tackle your own project. Because now, after the next class, there's nothing else that is remaining. Because SEO is usually the last step. So I will urge you to take your time, go through those videos during this holiday, which should be running from Wednesday to Friday, and probably the weekend. We we tend to not count the weekend because it is not part of working days. Unless you run a business. So just take your time, see what you can improve. Recordings are always there at your disposal. So you can't say you don't have the resources. So what I say is we are done in this particular case. Can stop sharing this. Wait first for a
Hello.
question before I stop.